Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this series of videos, we are working on various labs that are specifically developed for the AZ900 exam, which is the Azure Fundamentals. And all those labs, they're really developed by the Microsoft Learning, and it's available on the GitHub page. And I'm going to give you the link to this video, a link to this GitHub repository, and also going to give you the link to this page where I have all the videos for all of the labs that we have completed for your reference. In this video, we're going to work on implement resource tagging, and it's a very simple concept and shouldn't take too long to finish. So to do this lab with me, I'm going to go to 16. What you need is an active Azure subscription. If you do not have one, please go to portal.azure.com and get a free subscription for yourself. But really, if you say we are going to implement resource tagging, and here it looks like they're saying that create a policy assignment is the first thing before you do a resource tagging, and then we will assign the policy, and from the policy assignments we will look at all the tags. Okay, let me make sure. Resource tagging, it seems more like it should be part of a policy and not just a simple tagging lab, but let's do it. So if you read this, in this workthrough we will create a policy assignment that requires tagging, which is something I would recommend that you do, especially in production environment, so you know that even at the time of deployment, you know that they all are properly tagged, and you can quickly query based on tags to identify maybe particular business section. Your finance, they're using particular storage accounts, so you can associate and group the resources that you're using within Azure using tags nicely. And in a cloud, you have, more it grows, it will be more difficult to manage if you don't have a really good tagging standard. So what I recommend that even before you start migrate to cloud, come up with your a very very good tagging standard, naming convention. Okay, what are the resource regions that you wanna apply, what kind of machines you want your developers to use, what kind of storage account, do they always need to have encryption. So you can have a lots of different kind of policies, and one of the policies is going to be your tagging. Now, how do you create and assign a policy? So we're going to go to the Azure, and we're going to go directly to the policy. So let's just go to our Azure environment, and from here, my favorite search bar, and just search for policy, and it shows up. You just click on it and it will take you to the policy, and you have few sections in here: getting started, compliance, remediation, assignments, definition, examples. So you see that you define a policy, you assign the policy, and if you want to exempt, you can do that. This is a new feature that probably recently released. I have not seen this very much in the past. So let's see at the lab. So over here, scroll down to the authoring section and click assignments and click assign policy. So here what they're saying, just go to your assignments, and then let's see what is the page. This is the page, and then you have two different things: assign initiatives and assign policy. Initiatives are usually a group of policies. So if you want to apply a group of policies, instead of individually going to each policy, you can create an assignment or initiative. Inside this, you will have a group of policies, and you will just enable enable the assignment, and that will enforce the policy that constitutes a particular initiative. Now in this one, we're just going to use the assign policy because we're just interested in one particular policy related to tags. So if you open the policy, this is the window or page that opens up. This is the scope. So you can change your scope. Okay, if you want to only apply to even down to a particular resource group, you can do that. Okay, let's see what other resource group do I have. I have one resource group like this. Okay, so you can do it up to whatever level you want. So let's see over here in the lab what they're asking us to do. In this, notice the scope for the policies will be the subscription. So this time we want to apply the policy for the whole subscription, and then saying select the policy definition and then search for the policy with the value for tag. And for if you search for that one, there might be multiple policies that will show up that are tags related, and we'll have to select the policy that says require a tag on resources. So let's just do that. Let's come back over here. So here we are not changing the scope, so I'm just going to cancel that one. So the scope of this policy will be subscription wide. I'm not going to add any exclusion, and from the policy definition you click this button, and over here filter by name, so I'm just going to say tag. Look at that, whole bunch of things showed up, and I think the second one in here require a tag and its value on resources. Let me see if that's the one. No, it's just require a tag. It doesn't even need a value, so I need even the simplest one, require a tag. So let's come back, require a tag on the resource. Sometimes it's little require a tag on a resource, so they keep adding more and more policies, so this list will probably grow by the time you are doing the lab. So you may need to spend a little bit of time to find the policy, but find this one to be consistent with the lab. So select that one, say select. Okay, so now you have the subscription where you want to apply, that is the scope. Under basics, there's no exclusion. Policy definition, you got the definition from by clicking this icon. Now assignment name, you need to have a name for this particular assignment. So let's see what the lab is suggesting. So over here, they are saying they have not provided anything else. Okay, so we'll just create something. Okay, uh, we'll just add something in here. Just come over here. So require a tag on a resource. Well, I'm sorry, the name is already here. Require a name on a resource. So when you selected this policy, whatever the policy name is, it will automatically show up. If you want to change this name, you can, but just for the most part, I usually don't change that name unless I have a very specific reason to change it. And now the other thing is very important. You have to make the policy enabled. So just by having a policy which is in a disabled state is not going to do anything. So I'm going to make sure that it's in enabled state, and I'm going to click on review and then create, and that should create, and it's now showing me some red mark. Here's the tag name. So because we are saying there has to be a name, and we are saying name is required, so what name is required, the policy is asking. So let's just come back over here, and they're saying, okay guys, whenever you are creating a resource, you have to assign the name for your company. So here we are gonna add company in here. Okay, so we come back, verify, double verify, that's the name, company, yeah, that's the one. And now if you click on create again, hopefully you will not see any problem, and that's about it. So now we have a policy that require a tag on a resource. Okay, and let's see, from here you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Let's click on this one more time, and I just want to make sure that it's in enabled state, and it is, so that's good. So let's come back to the lab. Okay, that's pretty much it. You have now got a policy where you have to have a tag for company. Okay, so now create a storage account to test the required tagging. So we can create a new resource group, okay, or we can create a storage account directly, and we'll try to do some stuff. All right, so come over here, say okay, and search for storage account. Okay, you can really try to create any resource you like, because your policy is a subscription wide. So let's create another storage account in here. we're gonna say the resource group is, what is the resource group they have suggested? My RG tag. So let's copy that one, create new, and my RG tags. Okay, and we need a storage account. So RG tags store, and that name is available. Everything is good. uh, Networking, I don't need anything. Data front-end, no. Advanced, need anything. Tags. So here, see what happens if I don't do anything. So I haven't provided anything. Right now it's running the final validation, and look at that, it says validation has passed. But let's try to create it. Now it's happening the deployment, and now the deployment has failed. It says why has it failed. You can click on for deployment, you can look at the operation details. Okay, I usually go and just click on this immediately, and it says resource tags to RG tag store was disallowed by policy definition, and then it's saying what is the policy that has given you the error. If you look at the error in a little bit more details in JSON format, you can come, and here is again your detailed message. This is the was decided by the policy and policy identifier, and it's just giving you what you need. The policies require a tag on a resource. Okay, so we have proved that with this policy we cannot do anything. This is gonna come up and give you a problem. So what they're saying, let's go back and add a tag value. So over here, what we'll do, you can just click on the redeploy. That will start the same deployment, and let's see if they have created the tags. Yes, that resource could be created, then it got stuck. So we'll choose that one. Everything else we may have to go and yeah, we may have to go and just redeploy this. Hold on. So I'm just gonna go to the storage solution one more time, hit add, and this time I'm going to choose the tags, the resource group. Again, tag test store is what I'm going to use. Networking, I don't need. Database, I don't need anything. Advanced, I don't need anything. Tags, so here this time we'll add the company tag, and AZ labs is the value. Okay, now if I do review and create, this time validation has passed, and if I try to create this one it should allow me to create that account, because I have provided my company name, the value associated with the company, a tag value that we are required to provide uh, based on the policy. Okay, so now you see this deployment is in progress. I have no error, and momentarily I should see that a green bar should appear, and it should say, hey, your storage account is ready, your deployment is successful, something like that. Let's go back to the lab, and the last thing that they're asking us to do, they're asking us to view all the resources with a specific tag. So what they have probably done, they have added some additional tags in there as well. uh, Company counter show, company production, image, resource, Azure. So uh, we will do that in a minute. So like look at that, the resource deployment is now done. If you want, you can go to the resource, and if you go to the resource, the tags usually show up right here. It says company AZ Lab, that's the what we have provided. You can also go over here to the tags, and that one is also going to give you any tag that's associated with this particular storage account. So come back over here, we have pretty much done everything. We are now looking at this tags, and then these tags. You can go to all services and look for tags. So you can, if you just only interested in tags, you come over here and just tags should show up as a resource itself. So just click on tags, and that's going to list you all the tags you have used within your subscription. And so far I have used only one. So here's my tag. So what are the resources that is tagged with this, and I'm just gonna click on this, and there's my resource. Okay, so that's all you need to know about tagging. And then if you want to delete the assignment that you have done, so you can go back to this to go back over here, which I'm going to recommend, by the way, because you're not going to create tags during the lab environment in every single tag. And if you don't delete the policy, you will not be able to deploy many resources and you will go crazy. So I would recommend that you go back, again, go back to the assignments, and then open up the policy. This is the policy that we want to apply, and you can disable this one from here. Okay, then review and save. And the other thing you want to do, if you want to completely delete, you can come over here and completely delete your assignment as well. So that will completely get rid of the policy, and now you can now again delete resources without any problem. And again, if you are not going to use any of this resource group, what the other thing that I would recommend, that you go to the resource group and just delete the resource, and it will delete all the resources inside the particular resource group. So for example, for this one, come on, I want to copy this, and as soon as this shows up, this delete resource group icon, I can click on it and I'll say provide the resource group name, and it will let me delete the resource group. Okay, that's all for this lab. If you're studying for the AZ 900 exam and if you find this video useful, please give me a thumbs up, uh, like, subscribe to the videos, and leave your valuable comments so I can get better with my videos next time. Again, thanks for watching and have a great day.